All right, so if you made it this far, you've just completed the strength training portion, need some time here to cool down, let that heart rate come back down, and then work on some basic flexibility to help unwind from those challenging strength training exercises we did a second ago. So going to add a cool down and a kind of stretching mobility routine at the end. Only 5 things to get through, okay, but specific to our workout today. First one is overhead tricep and lat stretch. All you're gonna do for this one is reach one arm up, try to touch the top corner of your shoulder blade, reach the other arm up and over, and then just try to pull that arm across the body. As I get into that position, I want to, because for me, I'm a little tight in the shoulders here, pulls my head forward. I'm gonna try to gaze up to help pull that arm further into extension. I'm just gonna hold this position for about 20 to 30 seconds. Okay, stretching through tricep, lats. Second one, or other side, coming up, top corner of the shoulder blade, coming up and over, pulling that arm across the body, and then eyes up to increase the stretch. Okay, 20 to 30 second hold. Good tricep and lat stretch, especially from some of those plank variations and the tricep press up, who we did as one of the last exercises. Okay, from there we're going to look at scalenes and upper traps. So kind of opposite here. We're going to now bring the arm behind the back. You can see as I do that, I'm going to use my left hand to pull my right shoulder a little bit lower. I'm depressing the shoulder. With that lower side, I'm going to tilt away there. So I'm creating this length throughout the scalenes and then the upper trapezius as I tilt the head away. Okay, being on the hands a lot of times with some of these upper body and core variations, you create a lot of tension up in the shoulder and the neck. So just help open up from there. Good one, especially if you're working at a desk all day. Hand comes behind the back. I'm gonna hold, pull, right hand pulls the left, and I'm tilting away. Okay, 20 to 30 seconds per side. Nice deep breathing as you go through these. But those are 2 good upper body stretches to really wind down from our program. Next up, couch stretch. Looking at quad hip flexor, flexibility, getting down into this position where we're half kneeling, lunge position, back knee is bent, foot is up on the bench or a stair or a couch or chair, whatever you have at home. Now from here, gauge the core, pull the ribs down, and just gonna shift some of your weight forward. As I do that, it's a big stretch to the front of this thigh, hip flexor, quad. I'm just gonna lunge right into that to increase the stretch. Okay, 30 to 60 seconds, holding that one. And I can switch out of that position as comfortably as you can. It's a tough position. I'm gonna throw the back foot up, shoelaces right on the bench. Rib cage down, shifting my hips forward. Okay, but trying to stay tall. You might notice if you're tight here, it's pulling you forward into this position. Try to, before you lunge forward, get yourself up tall. Use that front leg to prop yourself up. That alone could increase the stretch at the hip flexor and the quad. 20 to 30 seconds per side. Next up, standing hip external rotation. A couple different ways we can do this. If you're next to a wall or if you had a bench or end of the couch, we're just going to cross the ankle and leg right across the other leg there. So my ankle is above my knee. And I'm just gonna sit down comfortably. As I get in that position, I like to assist and push that knee down just slightly. I'm not trying to force it because I don't want my whole body to twist, but I'm just holding that rotated position, stretch through glute and hip rotators, going into hip external rotation. Just to see that from the front here, I'll show you my left side, ankle here, sitting down, and just slight pressure coming out. Again, the lower you sit, the more stretch you should feel, so you need to find what works for you, but about 20 to 30 seconds per side. Okay, last one. One of the biggest things I like to finish with, crocodile breathing. Diaphragmatic breathing, face down on the ground, and trying to, as you inhale, really push that belly into the floor and allow the body to expand up and away. Okay, really great way to unwind after a run session, a strength session, or if you are someone that works on meditation, mindfulness, prayer, it's a good position to get into. So here, crocodile breathing. My hands, you can see, are overlapped, and I'm going to put my forehead right on my hand, so I have space between my face, my mouth, and the floor. I'm not face down completely. I have a little gap there. From here, what I'm going to do is breathe in through the nose, exhale out through the mouth as long as I can, and I'm trying to feel my belly button area push into the ground to really elevate my hips, lower back, and core area away from the floor. So that's what we want to feel moving as we do this. We don't want to feel a lot of movement around the shoulders. There's really no limit to being in that position. I usually recommend a minimum of 60 seconds, and depending on where the heart rate is and the lung, I mean, how much you're breathing after that workout, you might need a little longer to fully wind down from that. But get to the point where you're nice and relaxed, you're breathing properly, and you don't feel like you're labored or you're really stiff to breathe. Okay, so anywhere from 1 minute to 5 minutes in that position, but will be a very good final drill to unwind after your strength training.